Y'all, they tried to stop me. Because that was pure fuckery, okay? I'm on a different device. Okay, and I've been seeing this happen to so many people who do this spiritual shit, who are talking some real shit and trying to teach some people some real shit. And I don't know what the hell happened, but they're trying to stop a bitch, okay? And I'm not here for it. So let me zone back in because I'm not okay with that, all right? No, I'm tripping because I don't like to be, listen, you're not about to stop me. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing something I want to do. And that's what they just tried to do. So, because it's working fine. My Wi-Fi is working fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? All right, y'all. Bring the fires back down. All right, y'all. So let's get back into this. I'm not angry. I'm just upset that they thought they could stop a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that. All right, so let's get this started. All right. Pay attention to them spirits, y'all. There's a lot of people watching, and there's a lot of demonic spirits around here on these internets, okay? That is no joke. That is real shit. Where do you see me on my spiritual journey? All right, let's see. Well, you might be moving too fast or setting things into motion without putting enough thought into it. Or you could just be like moving really fast, like you're learning a lot of stuff in your spiritual journey. But don't, like what I've learned in my spiritual journey, once you learn something, don't let that be like, this is what I believe. Like kind of let yourself, because like you think that you've learned stuff spiritually, but there's so much to learn. Like you're still in elementary, like even me. Like there's so much to learn. You're never really done learning. So I think right now the energy that you have is just like you're observing a lot, but don't let that be the end all be all to your spiritual journey. Like keep going, keep going. You're learning a lot though. I can see that. And that was for Myra. I can actually see the chats on this one though. I can see like without them going away. So that's pretty cool. Hi, it's my ex Leo coming back in. I'm a Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn and Leo. You're welcome. Okay, so I don't think he's coming, or he or she, I'm not sure. I don't know if the Leo is coming back right now. You're welcome. I don't know if it doesn't seem as though they're going to be coming back anytime soon. And I'm saying that because it seems as though this is the time for you to be focused on yourself because we have the Magician's card in reverse. You said he is? Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. My bad. But we have the X card here. So it doesn't seem like you guys have bad energy, but I just think right now, maybe not. Like I think that maybe he's focused on doing his own thing. Like, I mean, just to call it spade a spade, like this is like the sex card. So maybe he just wants to have a little bit of fun and then see if he can come back in. He is a Leo guy, so like they're never really done with, especially like if it ended and there was no closure, or if it ended and he felt like he wants to fix it or he can go back to it. It's a situation where maybe he's just like, yeah, it could work out in the future, but for right now, I'm going to do my Leo thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to like take advantage of that time is what I'm feeling. So never say never, but at this point, I don't see that happening. It's your ex coming towards you. You're welcome. He's coming towards you, but he's coming towards you with some lies, okay? I see lies here or some communication that isn't real. But also it could be something tied to money or like lust. Definitely lust, because we have 2 Pentacle cards here in reverse. King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. So this could also be a, for some reason I want to say a Taurus, but an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone who has those tendencies. But yeah, it looks like he's coming towards you, but I wouldn't say that it's a solid foundation, you know? Oh, look at my little bear in the back. So cute. Please like this one, y'all. Uh-oh. Those likes really help out, okay? Ooh. There's a Taurus that I was involved with coming back into my life. Maybe his moon sign is in Earth or something. There's a Taurus that I was involved with coming back into my life. Okay. I don't know what they want to do Leo's wrong, child. I don't know. I know. I always felt like that. I was like, nobody likes Leos. And then when I tell people that, they're like, we love Leos. But that is not the feeling that I get, okay? I feel like everyone like feels like I'm just like, I don't know, snobby, I guess is a better word. So the Taurus, it looks like he's not going to be coming back in the picture anytime soon. But this is a blessing. This is the course that you need to be on, okay? And I'm seeing the King of Wands and then the King of Swords. So, I see like maturity in a creative sense, like movement being done. And y'all are petty. But then I also see like improvement with like doing things in a, what is it? Calculated. Like all of this stuff that's happening with this Taurus, it seems as though they're trying to focus on like maximizing themselves. Like they're not really focused on like love at all. I feel like they're trying to like create themselves. They're trying to like build their mind almost, or maybe like try to like, I don't know. It's almost, I can't like say what I'm picturing, but I feel like this person is like kind of sneaky, but like not in a bad way. Like they don't try to be sneaky, but it's like a person who is, maybe he's like ducked off somewhere. He's like in the cut. And so like he's far away from like your energy, and he's just like not really wanting to be like known like until he's ready. But I think that's like a good thing. I think he's like really trying to like fix himself, and he's like trying to work himself out. So don't try to look for him, but it seems like he has good things coming towards him. So, but it's just really weird how his energy is. And I feel like he never just says shit straight up. Let me just be honest, because I was seeing a lot of spirits with his stuff. Yeah, no, but some Leo women can be, listen, it takes some time for Leos to mature, you know? We have good hearts, but that doesn't mean that you're always making the best decision. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but we always got haters too. Yeah, I guess that's true. But everybody has haters. If you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right. Well, that's what they say. Who knows if that's actually true? Because if you ask me, I don't want any negative energy my way. That does not make me feel like I'm doing the right things all the time. Because I don't want to attract negative entities, you know? Yeah, I'm annoying too. Especially in a relationship. Listen. It's a whole nother ball game. But that's why it takes a special person to be with the Leo. Like, you can't just be any, like, listen. Leos are something else. Like, men are women, but this shit is crazy. Questions. How long have I? It's only been 10 minutes. My God. Ah. Who's focusing on stuff that isn't going to make them more productive? Somebody's focusing on something that isn't what's the word? You're focusing on something that's negative that could be positive, but you're focusing on all the like negative aspects. That's what I'm seeing. And it's also something that deals with you. Like you need to meditate and think about like what's really happening in the situation, but you haven't done that yet. And it could involve an Aquarius. Yeah. That just came out on its own, guys. Going to come clean to me. Who, Eric? The Sagittarius? Let me see. I'm just playing. Let me see. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he actually is. He's going to come clean eventually. We got all 3 S's. But what I am seeing, he may be honest about some things, but he's not going to be emotionally honest about something. Like he may leave the details out of certain things that he feels like he doesn't need to talk about, but I feel like he's going to tell you the truth about like what he did or maybe what he said, things like that. What do you see in the future for the father, Virgo, of my kids? What do I see in the future? What do I see in the future for the father of my kids? Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Sure. It's taking a minute. Hold on. That's going to be sure. Bye. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right. So in the past, I feel like he was doing a lot of not being selfish, but he was really focused on his own personal desires, whatever that may be. And presently, maybe he's been a little bit more stable and maybe a little bit more focused on stability within the home life or the domestic family. And then in the future, I do see him being more receptive to a situation. I don't know if there's issues. I didn't look all into that, but it seems like he's going to be a little bit more receptive to communicating emotionally and being emotionally intelligent about whatever's going on. Right now, being that he is a Virgo and I have Earth that came up as his present, situation, he could just be focused on him as a person, like as a man, how he needs to be. And so maybe this will, in turn in the future, this will make him realize emotionally what he had been doing wrong, if that had been, anything, how to fix that. And yeah, there's also, right now, it seems as though there's some Earth signs around him. So yeah, Earth signs around him right now, and then in the future, in order to solve the situation, he needs to have like water energy around him, or maybe water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But yeah, I mean that's what's coming. So it seems like it's doing fine. It's like he's just kind of transitioning through the elements, The hell? Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on with this shit, y'all. Am I choppy? Can y'all see me? You're welcome. My back hurt. Will Ruth Ginsburg return to the bench? Okay, let me see. Okay, I'll be completely honest. I don't know what the question. No, I saw the question and I have it here, but I don't know what it's all about. But it's saying not anytime soon. We got 2 9s here, yeah, because it's just not the time. It's not. It's something that's been on your mind, I'm guessing, a lot, and it's also about comfortability. Like someone's comfortable where they're at, and they're probably just not making any movements to make any difference between what's going on. So if this is like sports related, it's not happening right now because they're not doing what it takes in order for that to happen. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that's the path that is meant to be. But I still don't even know what that's about. I just let my cards just answer for me. Oh, you see, now I feel stupid, but it says no. What's my cards say? Maybe there's still luck though. Maybe if she changes what she's doing, or that's why I was saying it's not on the path. Like she physically can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But you never know. Things could change depending on the energies that are, around. For a follow up. What do you mean for a follow up? 1 second. He's still in love with me. It says no. The passion is gone. I think whoever this person is, just because of karmic fate, so like universal unexpected things happening, I think they wanted something just different. Like I think they're just trying to move on to something different, and they had to make that decision themselves. But it seems like the passion isn't there. And now it's for Pam. Will she be replaced by a conservative justice appointed by Trump? Are you on the brain today? Okay, let me see. Will she be replaced by a conservative justice? Conservative justice. Okay. Okay, so it says no, like no, but I asked specifically for a conservative person if they're gonna take her spot. It says no. It could also have something to do. I mean, it may be. I don't know what my cards are trying to say, but for some reason, I feel like it could be a female, but I feel like it's somebody that which is kind of weird. Like I don't know how that would work out, but for some reason, or maybe just someone with feminine energy. Maybe that's what it's trying to say, but. Someone who could be kind of a drama queen is what I'm seeing, and can be kind of clingy or emotionally like disturbed. And then focused on like the negative aspects of things. So someone who emotionally is really unbalanced. So that could just be a toxic male, but we don't know. But for a conservative person, it's saying no. Do I have a career change in the near future? Let's see. Career change. You're welcome. Okay, so for the career change, it's saying not yet, not but in the future maybe. And right now, it's simply just because you are in a situation where things are moving fast, but just maybe not to your liking. But I feel like you know what that's about, or you know what's causing it. You're welcome. But it's just not that, like, career wise, nothing's going to be changing anytime soon. But that doesn't mean that it can't in the future, you know. Um, in the near future, maybe like in a few months or something. But don't cry, Pam. We don't need you crying. That's not good. Have you ever noticed the correlation between the seven chakras, seven deadly sins, the seven graces, and seven archangels? Today's been full of epiphany. Oh yeah, I feel like there's always connections between a lot of things, especially when it comes to things that have been around for a long time. But yeah, definitely. There's even correlations with your chakras and the planets, if you think about it that way. Like everything is as above, so below. Everything is like, I don't know. The best way I can put it is like, when never mind, let me not say that. But when you look into a mirror and you just feel like you're traveling within yourself, within yourself, within yourself, within yourself, and it just like layers and layers. It's like everything is connected somehow. The whole point of figuring out how everything works is to figure out where it came from, the original source, and not get lost in all the things that people have added with their emotional attachments. What's the sign of my life partner, lover? What's the sign? That's kind of tricky, only because the sign, like, we're all signs in our chart, so that's kind of like, I can't really give you. I can say what comes up. Maybe what's the sun sign? Let's do that. What's the sun sign of? Because usually your lover, you should be looking at them from a moon sign standpoint, or even the seventh house standpoint. So it's kind of hard to just say what sign. But let's see, what sun sign could they be? Whoa, they could be a fire sign for sure. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Something else fell. Hold on. Maybe a Sagittarius, because we have Jupiter that came up next. So it could be a Sagittarius. Yeah, but Kiwi, once you start, I don't know if that's your first time having that epiphany, but no, seriously, it gets deep. Like, you're onto something. You'll start to see like things are very well connected, and it's just fucking crazy. But that's the type of spirituality stuff that I'd be wanting to talk about, but it's kind of hard. Like, I have to make sure like I articulate myself correctly, because sometimes when you say one thing, you kind of have to like talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. And if you don't say it, then it can seem like I don't know. It's just kind of crazy how spirituality works. It's been cool. True. Yeah. And if you sit, and the days where you're having like energies like that, if you sit and you connect to your higher self, well, that's what I call it. Like, I call it like my higher self or my future self. You will be like, things will be revealed. Like, honestly, just listen to the universe. Like, when you're feeling all of those energies, like, listen to it. I'm telling you, listen to it so you can expand. It really works. Ask you about my dilemma. Who's the best for me? Sag or Cancer? Okay. Sag or Cancer? Okay. Now I'm going to check the Cancer one. Hold on. You're a Leo? A lot of Leos are with Sagittarius, so if that helps. But let me see. Let me check the Cancer one out real quick. So it looks like the Cancer one is going to be a little bit better, because there may have been a cycle that ended, and like maybe you guys restarted your connection or something. And then also this person brings you peace, emotional peace, and and a financial abundance. Like, maybe they'll take care of you better domestically. With the Sagittarius, it seemed like there is passion there, but issues that the Cancer, you're not dealing with that type of issue. So I would say the Cancer based off of what I just saw. Who's blocking you from being happy? You. Nobody can block you from feeling any type of way. I can answer that without the cards. Not to say it harsh like that, but seriously, like that's another part of spirituality. Once you realize that you are creating everything that is around you, once you realize that, everything is literally magic. Like, yeah, it's you. If you ever feel like, why am I feeling this? Even if you're feeling other people's energies, you're bringing those people towards you by what you're putting out. So I'm finally paying attention. Honestly, this week has been a reminder of my past spirituals. Yes, I understand what you're talking about last week with spirituality. Yeah. Yeah, those moments where it's almost like you're just like high on spiritual knowledge. Like it all just comes towards you and it's like you're just absorbing it. Those moments are fucking amazing. Like they always come out of the blue, and it usually comes when you're spiritually, even if you're not asking for it, you're like spiritually in touch, in tune, like you're leveling up. So stay with it. Like just know that whatever you're feeling right now is real, and know what you feel. Make sure you're not feeling what other influences are trying to bring into you, because the higher you ascend, the more brighter your light is. And that's a whole nother video, but yeah. Thank you, or you're welcome. That is killing us. I'm not really my side with the Cancer, guys. Yeah, the Cancer has a little bit more to offer. Where's my Aries friend why is he being so distant? Okay, why is the Aries being distant? It seems like they're optimistic, or they're in a good space when it comes to finances. I mean, finances, the fuck? With love or his emotions. But there's some things that are like popping up, like some things that need to be looked out for. And this person is like making movements too quick. Maybe they did something they weren't supposed to do because they felt like they could trust someone. And now they feel like bad about it, or maybe they feel like it was the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have even been like a one night stand type situation, or maybe they trusted someone emotionally and then they saw that something went wrong, and then they're like, whoa, like I can't trust this person. And so that now they're being distant with a lot of people, or if you're the person that's dealing with, they're being distant with you. That's what I'm seeing for that. Scorpio and finance. You want to know what your finance situation is? Is that what you're saying? I did a reading with you. I just started doing readings. I'm not sure if I'm a tarot card reader. Honestly, with this tarot shit, I don't know. I was just gravitated towards it. Like I've always been spiritual. I actually grew up in a religious background. In the South, but I knew that what the people were trying to find was something that was good. Like I knew their intentions were good, but I never felt that connection because it was a false deity. You know what I'm saying? Like not to put anybody out there, but it just didn't resonate with me. And so I don't know. I've always had like the spiritual voice. I've always seen spirits. Like I know what I've seen. It's just I knew I couldn't tell everybody. And so having tarot cards for me was the easiest way for me to be able to get the spiritual thoughts that were like running in my mind, be able to have like spiritual help and be able to read what's happening. Because when you can't talk to a lot of people about these spiritual things you're going through, and before I found YouTube and stuff for this type of stuff, I was like really trying to find help. And so I was like, let me just help myself. And I don't know, the tarot stuff just came really, really easy, like really easy. And so it's just something I can do. But it's just divination. It's just a way to decipher what's being told from spirit, from energy, from source. It's just in symbols, and I just resonated with it. So it's like when you have the gift for it. Is it looking up? Okay, let me see. Scorpio. But there's also a lot of other types of divination and all this. Like it gets deep. It's usually not just one. It depends on who you are, but it's not just one thing that you're usually like gifted in, or at least not for me. Not to sound cocky, but I'm just saying. It's usually more than just one type of divination. Oh, I wasn't afraid. Well, I was kind of afraid, but like I didn't care. Like because it's real. I know what I'm doing is real. I know when I hear source. Um I know when I see a spirit, and when since I've been the age of 2, I can remember memories since I was 2. Like that, it's just certain things that you can't tell someone. Oh, this is you can't do this, or like you don't listen to those people. Those are the people who like just because they're your family doesn't mean that they're your soul family. So always remember that. Finances. Hold on, I'm still shuffling Scorpio. And then looking up past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. There we go. Okay, so in the past, you were going through some issues with your finances. Right now, it seems as though you are maybe having some new ideas of how to get the money, or you're using your social settings around you to make the money. And then in the future, you'll have balance to come with that. So yeah, I think you'll have justice in the future with your money, and so you'll be able to kind of have some balance in your money. So that doesn't mean that's going to be a surplus of money, but it will be like you'll be able to live from it how you want to, is what I'm thinking. And it will be like a harmonious type of energy for your finances. And also usually well, at least for me and my situation, a lot of the people in my family who were religious, they had a lot of spiritual qualities, like a lot. Like I know, for example, my grandma on my father's side and my mother, they both like dreams are very, very, they're, what is it? They can tell a lot from their dreams and it usually comes true. But they call that just dreams. Like they know they have spiritual gifts, but they don't call it that. So you have to remember that a lot of times people are just not using the same words, or they say God told me. Like my grandma would say stuff like that, like God told me, but it's she is her God. She just doesn't. They're not as deep in spirituality as we are because they're zoned off into religion. And so that's what happens to a lot of people in the first place. Like they have these gifts, everyone has different types of gifts, but they use them in ways that we don't like, we resonate with them on a different level. So it's just all about how you communicate what you're feeling, because chances are someone in your family is going through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you should ever be afraid to talk about your spiritual gifts. If anything, you should realize that we're in a time where that shit is good. That's something that can be used to manifest things. It's being celebrated nowadays. Just don't be a fake person who is doing spirituality, because it is really something that you live with. This isn't something I just started doing. Like it's something I started putting on the internet, but my whole life, like I've been, even battling, like if what I feel is real, you know what I'm saying? Like you go through those phases where you're like, am I crazy? Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Am I feeling? Like all of that stuff is very real. It's not always rainbows and all that stuff, especially if you're coming from a religious background. So just keep all of that in mind and just stay in tune with yourself so that you know when you're feeling your energy and not like demonic energies. Okay. Do I have any spiritual gifts? You have to figure that out, girl. I'm sure you have some spiritual gifts. A lot of stuff you can figure out with your natal chart. But really spiritual gifts, like nobody can tell you. That's something that you just have to. But also, like growing up, I had a lot of old people. They would always tell me they saw something in me, or they could see, they tell you different things. And so that's a good indicator. Like a lot of older people, babies will let you know if you have something spiritually like good about you. I've noticed that as well. Yeah, it's just all about your aura. Like I really can't help you figure that out, but I'm sure you have some spiritual gifts. uh, All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna head on out because I'm not seeing any more questions, and my back hurt, and your girl is hungry. So I think I'm gonna go get some food, and yeah, I'll see y'all. Well, first before I go, what do y'all want to see? What type of videos would y'all like to see from me in the future besides tarot? Unless it's like something I haven't done with tarot. But y'all go ahead and leave that so I can see. What would y'all be interested in watching on my channel? And it doesn't have to be just spirituality. Whatever you would like to see, I want to know what y'all want to see. And please answer this question because I need to know what y'all want to see so I can upload a little bit more frequently. And then also, if I can help y'all out with spirituality, like if you're in the beginning stages, like, so I can help you, you know, because some stuff is just really hard to like figure out on the internet. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and head out though. Y'all leave that stuff down in the comments, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.